So I joined MSSA probably back in 2001. We had a family-owned wholesale channel letter company. My dad was involved in Mid-South with a previous company as well.
I really didn't know in the beginning because I didn't understand what really MSSA was about. And as Steve Matheny said, you don't get out of an organization until you put something into it. And I thought, well, let me find out what it's really all about.
I worked for a company in Birmingham, Alabama in 1987. I was a sign painter. And as I grew in my career, I got more involved in the graphics and software. So I came to a joint Mid-South Sign Council NISA meeting in 1990.
I joined MSSA because my father was already in MSSA and he was a past president. And I didn't have a choice. As we talked when we were coming down the hall, one day my dad comes back from a meeting and says, "By the way, boy, you're on the board." And that's just as simply as he said it. And at first I said, "What board?"
When I first bought my business, which was October of 2003, the previous owner had suggested that I go to this association show, which was the next month in Little Rock, Arkansas. And so I took his advice and went to it, not knowing a soul in the industry.
It was joined originally for the purpose of being able to get to know other sign companies and some of the vendors that we operate with on a daily basis.
I first joined MSSA in 1976. And that's been so long ago that who knows?
Some people ask me, why at 83 years old you're still coming to these meetings? I love the people. This is what's been dear to me. And I'm going to do it with Mid-South, especially as long as I live. If y'all will let me keep coming.
And the amount you learn from working with all these people, things you never even consider knowing about.
It gives you a pool of associates to work with that you already know and like and care about.
Those things changed my life, and the relationships with the people that I made. Today, when you look at the people that are close to me in my life, are vested in Mid-South.
And those all become a part of what your business, your knowledge of this industry is and the opportunities this industry has.
We will often hit at that next level of growth things that we are not trained on, educated on, and it is so rewarding and such a joy to be able to reach out to other members of the association, to the association specifically, and then they help you achieve that next level of growth.
Mid-South has helped my business grow tremendously just by the networking alone. Going to the shows, meeting people that I never would have met has really helped my business grow. And professionally, it has grown me as well. Being around so many of the great leaders and great mentors, and they showed me what was possible, and then they believed in me and they encouraged me and they pushed me and held me accountable and got me on the boards and the committees and all this stuff over the years, and it was an amazing experience.
And I have never been in a situation where we have not been offered an open door. Come on in, let me show you how we do it.
You just find that the people are genuine. They're real. They love each other. They want to share with each other. It's not a cutthroat thing like you see in some industries where somebody's trying to put somebody else down. They're trying to step on them, take advantage or whatever. You don't see that among the participants here.
I would say there are 4 men in my life that have been the most influential men in my life to help me become who I am. And 3 of those 4 men are members of Mid-South and are at this show this year.
What would you have to say to someone considering joining MSSA?
Just do it.
do it.
Hands down, yes, do it.
Why would you not?
I would tell them definitely it is certainly worth it.
There's so many things that you can learn from a sign association that you can't put dollars and cents to.
But if you're truly interested in the sign industry, there's not a better way to learn the industry, learn the skills that you need in order to have a successful business.
You really need to take full advantage of the association in every aspect of it.
I don't really want to be on the name listing everybody that's gave me advice over the years. I had to name almost everybody in this association, but it's, you know, that's one thing that you get from this is you get a peer group where you can do that.
The experiences and the people you meet and the things you learn are priceless.
So I would say that if you're in this business, if you're in the sign business, there's nowhere you're going to get this kind of knowledge because there's no books you can read about how to run a sign company or how to train an employee, because the skill sets at every position is just so unique.
The relationships that you build with other sign companies that will allow you to grow and expand, especially if you are new in the industry or just getting started. Don't hesitate. Join up, plug in, be a part for your benefit, but also for the future generations to come, and for you to be able to lean on this association to help train them up as well.
What advice or words of wisdom would you like to share with the younger generation within the sign industry?
Don't be afraid to challenge yourself. Don't hesitate to offer to help somebody or take on a task or something like that. There's so much you can learn.
What I see with new social medias and things have changed, and cell phones, they don't interact with people as much as we did, and they're going to lose that connection, I should say. So my advice is to put down that phone, meet somebody, talk to somebody. Conventions like this is where you can do it.
Go to work for the company, not just for a paycheck. If you go for a paycheck, that's all you'll ever have. If you go to work for the company, they will take care of you. And if they don't, someone else will.
Find your passion. Be a part of an industry that is pivotal to the success of all the other businesses and industries, and find a place to plug in where you can enjoy going to work every day and use your skills and talents that you have been gifted with, and help take our industry even further, and the local sign company that you're with even to that next level.
To step out of their comfort zone and to not be afraid to go meet people, to network, because the benefit is just exponential. It really is.
If you join an association and you're going to be an association, don't just show up. Be in the association. Be active in the association. The best thing you can do is, if you're going to join an association, get involved.
Man, just get involved and stay engaged. It's like MSSA, what it is better than any other organization is we get together 3 times a year. If you can't make one meeting, you can probably still get 2 a year, you know? And by doing so, we get to know each other a lot better.
Be patient, invest yourself in your industry. I know that there will be things that will come along that will appear to be, for the moment, more appealing outside of the industry, but to stay in this industry and to invest yourself, the returns will always be there.
Number one, be willing to share your knowledge and experience with others, because good experience comes from bad experience. Number two, listen to those who've been there and done that and had to pay for that experience.
What is one of your best memories of Mid-South Sign Association?
Last night, in the award, of the Agnew Condrey Award, I never expected it. Total shock and surprise to me, and it was very much appreciated.
I left the family business after college and played in the corporate world for about 20 years. It was such a refreshing experience coming back into the sign business and attending my first Mid-South event. I had forgotten that camaraderie. I had forgotten that that friendship level and that purpose of Mid-South and those that join Mid-South. I think that first time back is my biggest memory and best memory.
Probably one of the most impactful memories of Mid-South was my very first meeting. When I went to the show, I was greeted by the president, Debbie Craig, and Karen War, who was the executive director back then. And they personally took me around and introduced me to people who are my friends today that I consider good friends.
Well, I appreciate being allowed to be a part of all of this. And it's been special to me and to my family. And over the years, we used to take that as a family vacation to come to these.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd bring my 2 sons, my wife. Then we started bringing our grandchildren. And still, where are we going to Mid-South this year? And my grandchildren, when they got to college and couldn't come anymore, we want to take a week off and go to Mid-South. Well, I understand that because it was such a fun time for them.
I guess my favorite memory was when I won the Agnew Condrey Award. That was probably the highest honor I've ever received, and knowing that I was a part of that group that were fortunate enough to be chosen for that, probably my greatest personal memory.
It's all about the people. I mean, Mid-South is it's a family. We mix a little bit of pleasure with, a lot of business, and, we've had some great trips. I'd probably have to say, like the Jack Daniels tour that we did was really amazing, and a lot of the Ocoee whitewater rafting trips just have created some really great memories, lifelong memories.
But I have to say, by far, the most memorable moment at Mid-South was seeing my father present my daughter with a scholarship, it being the first scholarship that he had be able to present to a Matheny, and that was super special for me.
Is there anything else that you would like to add? A funny memory that you would like to share with us?
There's a lot of funny memories. I don't know if I want to share them all, but I mean, last night when I came up the stairs and I saw Troy Crocker there with the multicolored shoes on, I just had to laugh because I thought there's got to be something up.
There are a lot of things that make me smile when I think about some of the times. Not all of them are able to be discussed on video, though.
Best memories, Lord have mercy. I don't know.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like every show, huh?
Right.
Most of my funny memories revolve around David Watson and Mark Pridmore. If you know these two gentlemen, you know that the combination of golf and alcohol can provide for some of the greatest entertainment in your life.
Yeah, most of mine are going to be drunk funny. I don't know if
I know it.
and I don't know if that's the one you want to put
I
in a
know it.
professional video, Most of my funny Mid-South stories took place in bars, so I wouldn't want to share that one.
I've got so many, but I'm losing those memories. My memory's not so good anymore.
I remember one time after I didn't say that story. Golly.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to be able to help you out with the funny stories.
It's okay.
I got to stop drinking, I guess. So I have some other stories.
I've seen some of those gentlemen actually fall out of a golf cart.
Yeah, some of them probably can't say on film, but no.
we've made a lot of wonderful memories, whether it's been fishing or golfing or some of the funny things that have taken place during the auction.
You know, I think we've had some really funny moments at the auctions. I think when I still remember the time when I think Alton Herring had donated a mystery box to the auction, and I don't remember what the total price was on it, but I want to say it might have went for $5,000 or $10,000 to see what was in it. And I think Mark Pridmore was the recipient of the box, and it turns out it was like a 10% off coupon or something. Yeah, it was something silly. I don't remember what it was.
You know, if you see an item in the auction that you really want to buy, don't be bashful. Just keep your hand up. Richard will recognize you until he said, you can't raise your own bid. Now, he'll let you raise your own bid a little bit, you know, time or two. Depends on how sober you are. If you're not very sober, he'll let you raise your own bid several times. For the good of the association.
That's it.
We had an event in Natchez, Mississippi, and we were staying at a motel. We were all kind of standing outside, gathering, getting ready to walk down and go to the evening's event. And all of a sudden, we heard somebody screaming that there was a fire. And the next thing you know, Mark Pridmore comes out with his blow dryer, and he's slinging it like a lasso because it's on fire. He's in his boxer shorts, and he comes flying through the front door out onto the ledge out there and slings the blow dryer out into the parking lot. That kind of set up the stage for what it was going to be like working with Mark Pridmore for the next 30 years.
My top memories was back when Troy and Tina used to bring their RV to the shows. And one night, me and Mandy Wisner and Debbie Craig and Scott Walton decided we were going to go get all the toilet paper out of the lobby of the bathroom and wrap their RV in toilet paper. The best part of it was the next morning when Troy opened up the door and he had all the toilet paper. He goes, "Haha, that's funny." Went to the hotel lobby to go to the bathroom, and there was no toilet paper.
I don't think there's any one special memory, but it's a great. I've had a great time with this group of people, and I look forward to doing it for many more years to come.
That's it. We're done.